Good day guys, welcome to today's tutorial. In today's tutorial you will learn more about graphic design. What is graphic design? The fundamental, the basics, the principle, the elements in order to create a compelling composition. What you need to know, the secret and what everything about graphic design. So you will learn everything about it today. So let's dive in. So in table of content, this is what you should be expecting from this course. Number one is what is graphic design. Number two, the element of graphic design, what you need to know about the element. What are the elements? Yeah. Number three, principles of graphic design, what you must follow if you really want to succeed in this graphic design, if you really want to make a compelling design. Number four, facts you need to know about graphic design. There are some facts, there are some hidden facts. In this tutorial today, you will learn more about it. So find something to jot, take out your notepad, take out your jotter, jot, or save this video, share it to your loved ones that you know that is interested in graphic design. So let's dive in. Without wasting much of our time. So let's start with what is graphic design. What is graphic design? Graphic design is a combination of two words which are graphic and design. From the word graphic and design. So what makes the design is because it's a process, not that you just click it and so let's work on graphic design. So graphics is the product of the graphic art, especially illustration and entails curves, lines, shapes, and images. Now there's something called graph. Yeah, it's graph paper that they use in mathematics to draw some curves, some things, if you can remember. So graphics means illustration. Graphics means image, shapes, lines. While design means it means to create, fashion, execute, or construct according to plan, making something appealing and beautiful. So from these two words, we now bring out the definition of graphic design. So means creating and making the shapes, illustration, lines, and image in an appealing and functional way to pass information. Hope you get what I'm saying. So that means that from these two definitions, we have coined the definition like that okay, from the curve, line, shapes, the element that we have mentioned for graphics definition, from graphic definition. Yeah, so this art of making that curve appealing, making that shapes appealing, making all the images, bringing them together to be able to pass information in. Hope you get what I'm saying. So let's move to the element without wasting much of our time. The element of design can be defined as things that made up of design. Anything you can find on design, and anything you can find on the design are color, text, images, shapes, lines, form, and so on and so forth. They are fundamental of design aspect of any visual design, which include, so that's it. So shapes, let's talk about shapes. If you can see the shapes: square, circle, triangle, pentagon, star. Can relate the shapes: square, circle, triangle, pentagon, star. So number two, lines. All this now we can relate. It's something that we see daily, and there is no how we can design without them. Yeah. So this see this type of line, see this type of line, see this type of line. So that's it. So number three. So we are still on the matter of what with the thing we can see in our design, the thing we can use to design. So this is pattern and texture. Yeah, pattern and texture. Pattern and texture is a visual or tactile quality of a surface, such as its roughness, smoothness, shininess, or furriness. Texture can add authenticity and depth to your design. Pattern is design created by repeating a motif or symbol, often on fabric or wallpaper. Patterns can create an illustrative perception Hope you get what I'm saying. So I'll make an example. After this, I will show you an example. So number 4, text and typography. There's no how you will see a design that will not be any text, even if it will be A, B, C. That is passing the information. If you are getting what I'm saying, so the meaning of text typography definition before I move on. Typography is the art of arranging letters and text in a way that makes the copy legible, clear, and visually appealing to the reader. Typography involves font style, appearance, and structure, which aims to elicit certain emotions and convey specific meaning. In short, typography is what brings the text to life. This typography is a course on its own because we need to understand typography. The choice of fonts matters. There are some fonts that are for dangers and there are some fonts that are for emotions, that are for love. Yeah. So let me move on to images. An image that is used to convey a message. Graphic design image can be photographed or can be carefully crafted illustration. So for example, this is a text. Now this is a text. Can you see new month? But under this RP there is a shape. Can you see how it works together? So can you see this is color green? Yeah. So this is pattern. If you can see this line, that's copy line, that's it, that's a shape. So this is image. I see the image. So this is not only the image that we have here, this is also an image. These are also images. So all these are also, they can also be classified as image, not only the human being. So that's an example. Can you see? So all these are elements that you can see. So that's different from principle. Principles are the guidelines, the rules that I follow to be able to design like this. Graphic design. Well, principles of design can be defined as the rules that a designer must follow in order to create an appealing and successful composition. Design is diverse from art in that it must serve a purpose. Everything. So for graphic designing, these are the rules that you must follow in order to create an appealing and successful composition. Yeah, graphic design. So these are the. So for your design to be a professional one, you must follow all these rules, and there are 7. Yeah, there are 7 rules. There are 7 principles that you must follow for you to design professionally, for you to design well. Number 1, hierarchy. So in hierarchy, you will see this hierarchy in design utilizes several principles, include color, size, contrast, alignment to emphasize certain characteristics of design. It controls this factor in order to show importance within the design as a whole. See, for example, now see this hierarchy. That means that okay, see, this is the biggest one, right? This is the smaller. Yeah, so this is the smallest. So this the big one. That means that it shows that this is the big one. Introduction to graphic design. So that means that in hierarchy, that okay, this how they show how important they are within the design. Okay, you now seeing this now, you see that introduction to graphic design is more important than this graphic design basics, and this graphic design basics is more important than free course. For example, let me show you. Okay, now seeing this, you will see that introduction to graphic design is the biggest one, is the one that is the one that you can see from afar. Okay, from seeing this, you see that this, it shows hierarchy. Like after this, you move to free course, and this after a free course, you see that's what hierarchy means. Number 2, balance. Balance means equal distribution of visual weight, specifically how much any one element attract the viewer eyes. To achieve this, your design should balance horizontally, vertically, and diagonally. You can see here, you will see that these shapes, the circle, the rectangle, the triangle, balance. This picture portray it shows balance. So now we move to number 3. Number 3, emphasis. It entails having a focal point to your design. It could be shape, object, text, area in the image that you believe is the most crucial part of the image, so it can be drawn to your viewer eyes in less than a second. You can see now. So that means that this emphasis matter, for me, how it sound emphasis, that maybe we normally use this in our daily life. So this emphasis, designing, it means it's almost the same with how we use it, but in designing, that means that the one that you see that you want people to see most, the one that you want people to see most, so you just put a mark on it, the mark that you make people to see it within a second. Okay, even looking this up from afar, you will see that this yellow shine and you can see it well. Okay, let me show you an example. Okay, for this now, this shows emphasis. Okay, this says, even this letter is small, there is a small letter, and you can see that the color is pink. It shows well, even when others are black, it shows pink. Emphasize on that says. So that means that the work of emphasis here is that to let people know the information that you are trying to pass out. Without emphasis, people will just think that the information is the same. But putting out says out, you let them know that there's something, not that November Black Friday. Without this says, people will think that they want to do Black Friday. But with this says, you will know that they have says. That's it. So number 4, contrast. Contrast in design simply shows difference in the elements to create interest. For instance, use deep color on light background and light color on deep background. That's it. So can you see here? You can see that it shows contrast. The color are contrasting. Imagine I use this. Imagine on this I use color black. That doesn't make sense. And imagine on this I use color white. It doesn't make sense. Now for example, this is color yellow, right? Can you see? Can you see that? See. Okay, light. Okay. If I use color white, it won't make sense also. See. But if I use color white on this, because it is deep color, it will make sense. See. Can you see the difference? So that's what means by contrast. Proportion is the relative size of the design element in your design. So that means that all these, the relative size of the design element. Okay, the design, what are the design elements? The shapes, the image, the text, the colors, the shapes, the lines. So the relative size, how they relate. Okay, for example, now it's color. These shapes here and these shapes, you see how they relate. That's what it means by proportion. white space. White space is the absence of different design elements in a specific space. White space does not have to be all white. It also means giving your design to breathe. So that's it. So you can see this example, this instance, and you see that this distance and this distance and this distance, same thing with this distance. That means that give your design space. Not that you, because I said white space doesn't mean that you should put white, you must use a white background. No. Okay, this is what is meant by white space. This space, this space, this space, this space, this space, this space are white space. So that means that your design will be. Now imagine I put this graphic design, this. Now imagine I put this graphic design, I put it here. I put this one, I put it here. You can see that it doesn't make sense. So we are working on the principle that will make our work to make sense. Hope you are getting what I'm saying. So that's it about that. So alignment. So the final one is the alignment. So alignment is a fundamental design principle that refers to how elements are arranged in relation to each other or to a common baseline. And what I mean here is that when you arrange your design matters. See this line. See, you see that it's straight. So see this sample. You see there is something like a ruler that guides it. So next time you are designing, make use of a grid or something like a ruler. Have a ruler in your mind. Make use of a grid. Make use of something like a ruler that you can use. For example, let me give you an example of my design. One of my design. Can you see what I mean by? So can you see what I mean by alignment? Let everything be aligned. Let everything be aligned. See, from head. Let everything be aligned. Can you see? And you can see that this white doesn't reflect much on this background. That's what I mean by white contrast. Then can you see? So if I use black on it now, it will work. Can you see? So that's it about that. The next thing now is that we have talked about the principles. The elements are the shapes that we cannot do without them on our design. The shapes, the color, the text, the form, the lines, the everything that we use. So that's our elements. And principles are the rules we must follow to be able to use that element professionally on our design. That's what principle means. So we have talked about white space, alignment, emphasis, contrast, proportion, hierarchy, balance. So the next is facts you need to know about graphic design. So a color, a dominant element in graphic design. Color can help graphic designer communicate more effectively by representing a mood, illustrating an idea, and evoking emotion. So choose wisely. Color is important, and the choice of colors, you need to choose wisely when choosing a color. There is a cost on that. Cost on color is different entirely, and by God's grace, I will work on that soon. So the color psychology, that's when you learn about how to choose color. If a brand you want to work with tell you that they want something like ecosystem, they want something like pasture, they want something like nature, that means that you use green. If you use blue where you're supposed to use green, you have failed. Imagine all these colors has its own meaning. Blue means calm, peace, security. That's why you see some banks using blue. Yellow means brightness, sunlight. So can you see all these artists so many? Red means danger, and it also means speed and power. So it can evoke emotion. So choose wisely. So you need to know this in your as a graphic designer, that number 2, form and function. The two qualities your design must have are form and function. What's the meaning of form and what's the meaning of function? Form means your design should be appealing. Form means your design should be appealing and attractive. So learn how to create a beautiful design. And a beautiful design must follow all the principles. There is no how a design will be beauty and will not follow all the principles that I have mentioned earlier. That means before a design can be called a beautiful design, it has followed the principle of design. So what is the function? So the function means it should pass the information you want it to pass. Make sure your design is not just beautiful, let it be functional. So what I mean here is that not that the design you want to create, that okay, let me just create it, let's see how beautiful, let me use this image, let me use this thing. What another quality you must chase is you must try to possess is that your design must be functional. Okay, you have a client that said that wants you to design a party flyer, maybe a club flyer for your design must be beautiful, as you're able to catch attention of the target audience. And also your design must be functional. Your design can be functional through the image, the brief that the client sent, how you present it in that image, in that flyer. So the brief that the client sent, how you present it in that flyer, in that design, any type of design. So your design must be able to must be able to comfort, not only attract. So that's it. Number 3, consistency. So in your graphic design journey, note this, and note this. You must be consistent. Yeah. Practice. You must be consistent. You must be consistent. Practice and be consistent. There are no things that will be revealed to you through consistency. Feed your eyes with good design. It will help you while designing yours. All these things that you have seen, maybe while walking, while going to somewhere, your brain will bring it back to you. Will bring back to your memory that see. So while designing, it will also bring it back that okay, what about the design that you saw on Instagram? What about so that's it. So number 4, stay updated. The access to right information will make your design journey easier. Stay up to date. Design evolves. You too should stay updated. The information you have, the right information we have will make your journey easier. Yeah. That's why you need to if you need to pay for it. If you need to sacrifice some things for it, you need to sacrifice. If you need right information, the right information will make your journey smoother. Number 5, certification. You don't have to have a college degree to be a graphic designer. Yeah, this is what people are saying, that I must do this, I must go to university. You don't need that. So number 6, don't try to skip any process. Principles in your design journey. Number 6, don't try to skip any process or any principles in your design journey. This means that maybe I don't know more about hierarchy, I don't need that, I don't need emphasis, I just need to create, I just need to watch YouTube. If you neglect all these processes, if you neglect all these principles, it will affect you. It will affect your design. So that's it. And number 7 that I did not add is that some people, when they heard about graphic designing, anytime they hear about graphic designing, their thought is that they always think it's about a particular software. No, they always think it's Photoshop. Maybe if you don't have PC, you can do that. Nope. So the thing is that you have to remember the component of computer. There's something called software, hardware, and humanware. Software are the tools and are things that you cannot see that are working inside. So software are the tools that you use to carry out this process, this design process. Software are the tools that you use to carry out the design process. And what is hardware? The hardware are the thing we can touch. Yeah. So the hardware means the thing we can touch, and the humanware is the one that operates the software and hardware. So what is software? Software tools that you use, the app that you use to design, like Photoshop, like Canva, like Pixel app, like Figma, like Illustrator, like anything that you can just use to design. So hardware is like the PC, this computer, the phone, everything the pad that you use to design. And why did you that you control all these components? So that's it. Hope you have learned something. Hope you have learned something. Thanks for watching. Hope you have jotted everything down. Find it helpful, share it, comment, like, turn on notification. See you next episode. Thanks for watching.